It's Thursday, July 25th, and from WBHM News, I'm Richard Banks with today's top stories. Families of people incarcerated in Alabama prisons speak out about violence in the state's correctional facilities. The descriptions about assaults, rapes, deaths, and rampant drug availability and overdoses behind bars were given at a legislative public hearing yesterday amid Alabama's ongoing prison crisis. The U.S. Department of Justice in 2020 filed a lawsuit against Alabama, arguing that prison conditions are so poor they violate the Constitution's ban on cruel and unusual punishment. Eddie Burkhalter, a researcher at the nonprofit Law and Justice Center, Alabama Appleseed, said the prison system last year had a record 325 deaths. Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall joins a coalition of 11 states opposing the federal government's efforts to reclassify cannabis. In May, the U.S. Department of Justice officially began the process of rescheduling cannabis to a less restrictive classification. That would acknowledge the drug's potential medical benefits and allow for greater access to cannabis for clinical studies, but would not fully legalize the drug for recreational use. Marshall says the effort is a cheap ploy by the Biden administration to, quote, score points with voters. He and the other attorneys general in the coalition, all Republicans, appear to be running counter to national trends. 38 states allow medical use of cannabis, while 24 states have legalized its recreational use. And more vending machines that dispense a drug that reverses opioid overdoses are coming to Walker County. The first vending machine in the state to dispense Narcan for free began operation in Parrish in March. Now Jubilee House Community, the nonprofit that operates that machine, is opening 2 additional dispensers in the county, one in Empire and the other in Nauvoo. WBRC-TV reports the boxes were installed last Friday. Officials say Walker County has one of the highest overdose rates in the country, with drug-related deaths increasing by almost 60% between 2021 and last year. You'll find more news anytime at WBHM.org, and if you haven't already, check out our local newscast during WBHM's broadcast of Morning Edition and the afternoon's All Things Considered, each weekday on 90.3 WBHM Birmingham.